they didn't want the press to know what we're about to do. McVeigh's vehicle had been brought in very carefully and brought back to Oklahoma City in a garage near the Murrah Building and needed to be processing right away because they needed to find out what was in that vehicle. But I was forbidden to touch it because it's a federal offense, and they didn't want a state person involved in the federal offense. They wanted to keep the chain of custody, meaning what was picked up with what was collected by whom, to keep that chain of evidence as short as possible, because you eventually know there's going to be a trial. And so therefore, I totally agreed to that. I opened my van, I let them look in it, and they asked, what are we going to need? And I asked the gentleman, how many of these have you done? He says, well, I've been to school. Okay, so you've never actually operated the evidence vacuums? Well, we did in training. Okay, well, take this part. I hooked it all together for them, wore my gloves so they wouldn't find anything of me on it, and I gave them the equipment, and they started processing. After a while, it was like they were looking around saying, okay, what do we do next? I said, well, you might want to change out the vacuum head and go to the next quadrant of the vehicle. Finally, they said, can you just come over here and do this for us? I said, sure. I'm not here, right? And they said, no, you're not here officially. So I was not here, you didn't see me. This place is fantastic, the way it's put together. I have never seen a memorial put together like this. This is top class, and it still chokes me up today to come here. I only come here to talk. I don't come here on my personal time because this is still too fresh for me. Oklahoma is known as having the Oklahoma standard, and it came out of this bombing. I remember talking to one of the responders who was helping out, and they would say, it'd be nice if we had X, Y, and Z. And then there'd be somebody touching them on the shoulder saying, it's on its way. This one person I talked to said, it's amazing. I can ask for a pizza, and in 5 minutes, somebody's handing me a box. I can ask for a 200-ton crane, and it's rolling down the street. They never had to worry about anything. We took care of it all, and I say we Oklahomans. We weren't going to let anything stand in the way of getting this case looked at and prosecuted and be fair about everything. For I am a forensic scientist. I'm not for the prosecution. I'm not for the defense. I'm here for the victims and the truth. And that's what I testify to.